Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Excoundrel. Why can't I can't say your boy. I'm too old to say your boy. I'm a millennial dad. So I'm your millennial dad gamer Excoundrel. We are going to be doing a couple of our dojo runs here because I got asked in the comments how to beat boss beat, and I thought, actually, I've completed a lot of the solo challenges here. Can't beat boss beat in under 1 minute. I don't have the levels yet, but have completed a lot of solo challenges here, and I thought, you know what? This is probably a good opportunity to show you guys how to do heavy hitting, how I did it anyway, and then also show you how I did boss beat. Now, I did boss beat in two separate ways, so I'll get there. First of all, I'm going to show you how I beat heavy hitting. And it is with my favorite weapons for early game progression, the Techno fists. Now, there are a few setups here that you kind of need a slightly higher level to be able to beat the heavy hitters in a good time. You need to have unstable lightning because it works really well with pepper spray. Snow globe and pepper spray will proc it multiple times, and so it's a really good DPS output. You also want unstable laser. Unstable laser is really strong with Techno fists, just simply because it allows you to deal a lot of damage when the bounces happen as well. There is also a world where you could use Explodomatic Trigger, but I used Unstable Laser. You want Vampire Teeth, because frankly you do need a little bit of sustain here, and we're also running Vitamin Shot for the increased DPS on Techno Fists, but also for the sustain. So, let me go into it and show you how we did it. I don't know if I'm going to beat 1 minute again. That did take me a couple of tries, but we'll try and get as close as we physically can. The key here is to not pull too much. So I go and pull a couple of these packs over here. I'm going to just pop the fists already, and now I'm going to drop this straight away. Going to pull them back towards Luna. You want Luna to do the hard work for you. You really want Luna to do the hard work for you. So you want to make sure that she stands between you and as many of the monsters as physically possible. You want to try and clear at least this pack. If you're going for the timer anyway, you want to try and clear at least this pack. Oh God. That was not a good pepper spray, but these guys are low enough now that I'm going to go and pull this pack and this pack. Going to pop that now. Try and dodge as much as I can, deal as much damage as I physically can. Don't think I'm going to beat the timer here, but we're going to get Luna to tank for us again. We're pretty close, and that is basically how I did it. Now, I'll try and do a run if I can show you without Snow Globe, because I know if you guys don't have Snow Globe, it's probably going to be a bit of a pain. I was close to doing it in my time. You can see how, with a little bit more optimization, you should be able to do it pretty easily in time, and there you go. That's heavy hitting done pretty effectively. Now, if you don't have Snow Globe, so let's try and do a run without Snow Globe. I would say Boombox or Smart Fireworks are probably first. But let's go for Boombox because Smart Fireworks are a little bit unpredictable. You probably don't want to run Unstable Lightning if you're going to run Boombox because you're not going to proc it on anything other than your pepper spray. So I'm going to go with Explodomatic Trigger here. The other option is to go for Smelly Socks, but you don't really want to be that close. Heavy hitting now without Winter's Globe. Now, you have to be a little bit more conservative without Winter's Globe because it doesn't allow you to pull as many. Oh, I really hate the jumpers. It doesn't allow you to pull as many packs, although Luna just loves to go and randomly pull packs anyway. So I'm just going to clear the jumpers because they are the most annoying. Now these jumpers are almost down. I'm going to jump in. So I'm talking a little bit quiet because I just woke my partner up. So I don't want to wake her up again because she'll get grumpy with me. I'm going to try and pull another pack over here. You just want to make sure you're chaining packs together. Basically, the whole thing about getting this done quickly is just being efficient with your AoE. So we're going to do it here. We're obviously not going to do this as quickly as we would have done with the Winter's Globe. That is really the thing that makes this possible at a very quick speed. Kill these off. Should be able to do fine. Great. Got one more pack to go. So I've got 30 seconds to do this pack. Luna should do the majority of the tanking for you, by the way. I'm going to group them up, make sure we group them up for pepper spray. So this would have been quick enough to get the first of the two. So this was a quick enough run to get the first of the two. You should be able to get this under 30 seconds. Boom. So if you don't have Winter's Globe, that is also a perfectly viable strategy. Still pretty quick. Not as quick as I was able to do it with Winter's Globe, because you can be far more aggressive with Winter's Globe and get Luna to tank for way longer. But that is also a setup that you can run and also get through heavy hitting if you don't have Winter's Globe. Now, what about boss beat? This is the one that everybody asks me how to beat. Boss beat is an interesting one. It is still viable to run Techno Fists on boss beat. The reason being is that there are 3 monsters and you can make use of the Mega Bounce. Now, with the 3 monsters being there, you do want to run... There's a few options. So the way I see it is that whenever you're thinking about single target damage, Spicy Dagger is really important. So this is the setup that I have run before, where I run Spicy Dagger and I run, not Winter's Globe, that's not the right one, Zap-O-Matic like this. We don't want to run Explode-O-Matic trigger. If you probably won't have access to Unstable Beam, if you did have access to Unstable Beam, that would be great. If not, you want to run this, and you probably want to also run this, which is Unstable Lightning and then Unstable Laser. You could run Auto Zapper, but I just don't think the DPS from Auto Zapper is that good. So if you want to do boss beat with Techno Fists, this is a pretty good build. Vitamin Shot, Multi-Zapper, and Spicy Dagger. Vitamin Shot just to help you out because you're a slightly lower range than something like the bow, so therefore you're going to be more likely to take damage from the Smasher. If you want to replace something here, maybe replace Multi-Zapper or maybe replace Spicy Dagger with Smart Fireworks, Pepper Spray, Monster Taser. Monster Taser is actually really good. I run Monster Taser when I don't run Multivits. The Vitamin Shot is actually really important on this particular build, but you could also run the Monster Taser, but you don't need to. So this is the build that I would run if I wanted to do boss beat. The reason being is that you want to have the burst damage from Multi-Zapper just to burst down the last one. And actually, the strategy here should really be, you really need to focus down the big dude. The reason being is that the little dudes, actually Luna can solo the jugglers by herself, believe it or not. And that's actually how I managed to get my strategy win when I was going for the timer. So when I was going for the timer, I actually let Luna do the majority of the work. Now, if you're running Techno Fists, you're probably not going for a timer win here. That's just because, frankly, Techno Fists don't have very strong single target DPS. So what you're trying to do, for the most part here, is bounce as many of your sort of mega balls off the jugglers into the Smasher. That's basically what you've got to do. Oops, I accidentally. You don't really want to waste your what's it called? You don't really want to waste your Mega Sphere, which is obviously the big bounce. You don't want to waste that on... Sorry, what am I talking about? I'm actually chatting rubbish. You don't want to waste your Chili Dagger on the jugglers if you can help it. You want to maximize damage onto the Smasher, because the Smasher is the harder one to take down. So you can see here, now I've got him down. It's just a case of bouncing around. And really, you just want to let Luna do the tanking for you as per usual. It actually went pretty well. Went a lot quicker than I thought it was going to go using the Techno Fists, if I'm honest with you. Actually, to be honest with you, getting close to my original time with Techno Fists. In fact, I might even beat my time with Techno Fists. That's crazy. No, I didn't beat it. Slightly over 130. Oh, 0.05 over. But that was a pretty good run. And that's the way I would run it if I was running Techno Fists. Now, I also did this and got record running the bow. Now, not all of you may have the bow, but I'm going to just set it up anyway. So with the bow, you can afford to be, especially because you've got Vampire Teeth is so good. With the bow, you can afford to be a little bit more aggressive. You could potentially try this with the Techno Fists. I just have never actually tried. So this is the way that I actually ran the bow setup. And the bow setup was very strong for me. And I did something kind of sneaky. The only way I was able to get the, what's it called? The challenge, the project beating, sorry, I'm so bad at talking while I'm doing something, was to draw this guy away. I just pulled him away as much as I could, and I just focused DPS'd him down. So all I was doing is Luna is going to spend the entire time killing the jugglers. I'm going to spend my entire time killing the Smasher. That is practically what I did for the entire run. Now, you've got to be a bit careful. If Luna gets too close to you, the Smasher will jump back to Luna, and Luna will always try and come towards you, so you have to be a little bit careful. But as you can see here, if you're running the bow, what you want to do is pull the Smasher away from Luna and just spend your time focusing the Smasher down. It's actually going really good timing for me. It's probably better than the timing that I had when I actually won it. And because Vampire Teeth is so good, you actually don't need the sustain of the multivitamin, because you get so much sustain from Vampire Teeth, and because the range of the bow is really strong. I'm just going to keep focusing here because this can get a little bit dicey. Got 10 seconds left. How close are we to... We're not actually that close to killing this Smasher. Luna did not do her job this time round. And I'm actually going to be slower than the Techno Fists. However, the one where I was able to get the challenge, Luna actually took out the jugglers by herself. So that's another way that you can approach this. You can just go pull the Smasher away from the rest of the bosses, focus on the Smasher, let Luna kill the other two. But you can see actually it was pretty equivalent, both strategies there for me, which, to be honest with you, shows you that maybe there's even more optimization to be done. Now, whilst we're here, just for fun, really quickly before I wrap things up, is I recently got the Squid Blades unlocked, which, for those of you that don't know, they're really cool. Really high single target DPS, and they have a massive burst damage that you can get if you just don't attack for a little while. So I want to give it a go. Now, I'm going to just show you what I'm running, similar to previously. But the only thing I'm adding in over the bow is Vitamin Shot back, because we're a melee weapon. It's very likely that I'm going to need it. Otherwise, I'm probably going to die to the Smasher. But my strategy is pretty much going to be the same. I'm going to wait for my this to go. And I'm going to use Chili, hit, use that. And the Smasher's already running. I've got to dive in to make sure I'm keeping it going. I'm actually going to use Vitamin Shot here. I don't know how much extra damage I get from Vitamin Shot. Because I'm already super quick attack speed. Luna, can you actually come and do your job, please? Oh my gosh. I'm going to use this. I'm actually just attacking all of them, it looks like, at the same time. Well, and this is me. Yeah, he's by himself now. Isolated. Me and you, Mr. Smasher. Oh my god, look at how... I don't know what my DPS is, but I'm sure it's hilarious. We're sustaining... I see, I tried this without Vitamin Shot, and it was very difficult. So we've managed to pull him over here now. This is actually very good. We have to... The only thing is we do lose a little bit of DPS uptime, and we have to move away from some of the damaging moves that he does. But I don't feel as threatened. I'm going to wait for my Chili Dagger to come up before I use this. I don't think I'm going to beat my time, but this is definitely pretty viable. If you have Squid Blades... Oh my god, the damage is kind of crazy, actually. And there's no ramp up time, so there's no down... One of the things about Squid Blades is there's no downtime compared to... Look at this guy. I'm going to definitely do it, but I'm not going to do it as quickly as I did with the others. Should we see how Luna's got on? This guy's down. Luna did a good job. Not super quick, definitely probably some optimization to be done there, but still another pretty viable strategy. I like that. That's cool. Look, guys, thank you so much for watching today. I didn't really know what to do a video on today, so I just decided to do it on this because someone asked me to do it. So if you have any video requests, shoot them my way. I'm super happy to help. Thanks, I guess. Thanks for watching.